That looks weird. That's backwards. That's why. 1 second. I switched phones that I use on here. So I've got to. I'm going to have to switch this to the other side. Todd, how's it going? Tim, how are you, buddy? Bobby, how are you? Willow Creek Brad, how's it going? Oh, I gotta try not to drop this. Come here. Oh no. Maybe I wonder. Probably should have tested this beforehand, but what did it make everybody seasick? Try to do this without pushing buttons on the phone's a trick. Did I have that phone set up like that before? No. Must have been like this. That could have been. Oh, son of a gun. What did I push? Oh, there we go. See, this looks any better. That looks better, I think. Does it? Does it not? Possibly. Hey, James. Yeah. That might be. That might be it. There we go. That's the spot. What does Google want? Whatever. I think I started it. Well, now I'm using my everyday phone for the camera. Okay, we're 6 minutes early. So Todd mentioned the bus, and that will be. Well, I'm going to show that bus because that thing's awesome. I drove one of those for a little while, but it has a lot to do with all the people you see in front of you, or at least some of them. Everyone around here survived the snow today. I went down to the Port Hope train show, which will be probably the second. Yeah, that'll be the second thing I do when we start. Oh, you didn't get snow there. I had a snowstorm. Oh, as long as I was out today. I don't know what time it started. I left at 10 o'clock. It's back about 1. It was still snowing. If you didn't get snow, then count your blessings. This weather change is messing with me pretty good. I wonder if it took a right-hand turn and headed your way. It wasn't horrible snow. Like, it wasn't like Wasn't like the last storm we got, but there was enough. I may or may not have accidentally Tokyo drifted a off ramp on my way home. Oh yeah, we had that yesterday. Fucking miserable shit. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, Friday, yeah. Well, it was just rain for the most part, and then it was freezing rain by the evening. Like all the salt trucks were out on my way home. John, how's it going? I'm doing here 3 minutes, and then I'll get going. If whoever makes it, makes it. Otherwise, you're late for the bus. Are you late for the bus, or you're early for the next one? Baseball started today, which was good. I saw a couple innings before I fell asleep. I had a bit of a noggin knocker from, I think that was from the weather change also. I'm just going to blame everything on the weather. All right. Nah. Just like when I was driving the bus, we're going to run it +2. Now, this is one of the Rapido TTC buses. When I got it, I did not know it lit up. It lights up, and this thing's awesome. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. This is one of the routes that I did. And I had a conversation with Dan at Yelp Models, and we went through a bunch of his figures and got, as you can see, most everybody on the bench is seated. And Dan and I are going to get together. I still have a lot of my uniform, so we're going to do a bus driver scan so I can get back in the bus. And the wheels turn on this thing, which is awesome, so I can pretend I still drive. But like all of Rapido's vehicles, this thing's bang on. I got no complaints over it. I got two. I got this one and then the newer paint scheme. So put that guy back up there just so I can look at it. Hey, Dan, welcome in. So today was day one of the Port Hope train show. And I was down there, met a couple people I talked to via the internet. One guy from Tuesday Night Chats, and I got to meet Tim from They Make It Like That. He had a primetime booth set up there. Like right as you walk in the door of the one gymnasium, he was right at the door. And he had a few things for sale, which we'll get to in a minute. We'll start out with the least exciting and go to the most exciting stuff from the show. So I do have a bit of N scale, and I saw this thing, and I got a deal on it, and it was, I think, about half of what the new one. Oh wait, and there it is, half of what the new one is. So I had to get that. Switch. I use Kato Track on my N scale because it's strictly just for something to do. Like, I'll put effort into it, but I'm not going to spend days on end laying track and ballast and all that. I just want something. It's going to run across the front of the bench up here. Once it's up, I'll work on getting a second camera up so when we're on the stream here, we can watch it go by. And that's really all I do it for. And I really like the Outland model buildings, so I've got a bunch of those. Next up, because having N scale and HO isn't enough, and as you can tell from the BN in the name, I have a bit of a affinity for Burlington Northern. So I've added an O scale car. It will be a shelfer. I'll get a piece of track for it. This thing was $40. Has spinning wheel bearings. I don't know what the couplers are in O scale land, but it's got upgraded couplers. I'm just gonna weather it, put it on. Like I'll do a piece of wood with a piece of track, and maybe we'll do a stream on that for making a display unit. But that's all I got it for. I'm not gonna have an O scale layout. As cool as that stuff is, I saw some of the locomotives and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna need some N scale figures. I may get you to paint those. I don't know if I will be able to. I can do a lot of things, but that might be out of my scope. Or I may need a scope. And now, when I saw Tim, he had some stuff for sale at his booth. And there's his info, which I'll hold up at the end. And I got some dumpsters. These are HO scale, so I hit all 3 scales while I was there, because why wouldn't you? And this one, he did the graffiti on it, weathered it, painted it. Awesome. Love these. Another one, a few tags on it. And then there's a couple more in here. This one's weathered, no tags. And another one, no dumping. This is like somebody went out and wrote it on there. I like it. It's kind of my style for how I do stuff. And I'm going to do that one last. He had a N-scale building, which to me kind of suits kind of the look I'm going for, so I couldn't pass that up. And he had, this is where I don't know how to do it, but I would insert the Chris Farley van down by the river. And he had an N-scale van down by the river. And if it'll focus, it's got a Farley tag across the side of it because it's the van down by the river. So that thing's awesome. And I just got a bridge the other day, so there'll be a river somewhere on that N-scale deal. I like doing water, so I couldn't pass up the chance to have a van to go down by the river. Man, this thing's got some weight to it, boy. Oh. So here is all of Tim's info. Get the light off of it. There we go. Take care, James. There we are. That was long enough. If you needed to pause it, rewind it, pause it later. So it was good getting to meet him, talk for a bit. Didn't want to hold him up too much because he was busy. Lots of people stopping by to see him. And now will be another 3D printed product, which try to get this without all the crap falling off the building. This was done by Dan Yelton at Yelton Models, and it works with the ITA. Oh, I always screw this name up. It's like a tongue twister of a name. ITLA, like the design it yourself buildings. And these will just take the place of either the windows or the brick pieces. And it's got dual turn downs or dual vents. It's got the, come on, light, work with me here. There it is. It's got all the bricks and everything in there. Very nice fit. I think because I painted this one, I had to sand it just a touch. But I'd rather it be a little bit too big anyway so I can get it in there. But I did it. I have one that's not painted, and they pretty much went straight into that one. So these should be up soon on Dan's site. And I've got his info here, which is also where you can get all of these. Today, welcome. And we'll do the same. Here's all his info. Get it out of the, I don't know if I can get this one out of the light. Here we go. Hold it up for a minute. Pause it. Take a screenshot. And while you're there, make sure you get some of those lights. So last week we did Ray using a camera. This week we're going to do Ray flying a drone into the ground, because I fumbled the drone and I broke it because I've got big meat hands and I squish things sometimes. So I'm going to go through all these, kind of like last week where we went through all the figures with the oil paint. So anyone that wasn't here last week, I'll go through the paints that I mix. These are all the Winsor Newton oil paint. So raw sienna is kind of my main one. So that's the 3 up this side. And this is the first one that I mix in, which is burnt sienna. That kind of gives it that reddish tone. That's this one here. Raw umber, this one. And basically, I don't always use this Naples yellow, but I have this in case I absolutely muck the mixture and I need to change it. As opposed to starting all over again. What do we got here? Who's going to be the first one? This laddie. I just want to test out kind of how this looks before I smear every figure with it. Because it sort of looks, yeah, it looks a bit red. Because I don't know what it's going to do on it. Same thing. These are all, again, airbrushed with the Tamiya X15. And I pretty much think, like, I just whacked the whole figure with it. Just basically a primer. This is looking a wee bit red. Don't worry, boy, I'll get you sorted. But we're going to do all of them, because we don't want them looking like a farmer's tan wearing a jacket. There's that. This is a little, oh, I need one of these blue ones. I need a blue one. I usually use shop towels for cleaning this brush off because it's very stiff and I don't want it. ripping through the papier towel. Stay still, my boy. I believe this one, if I remember. Oh, you know what? That doesn't look too bad once it comes off. We'll do a vote. I think this guy's name's Leaning Larry. He'll be in the bus too. I have him up against one of the stanchions. What do we think? Is that close enough? I was trying to use my DSLR as a camera today, but I couldn't get it sorted in time. What do you guys think? Is that looking good on color there? I'm not mad at that. This one's Ray. We'll get Ray next. Yeah, sticky. I did find that the cardboard seems to work best. Ah, bugger, I used the wrong brush. Get out of there. Back to this guy. I do find the cardboard leaches the oil out a little bit better than paper. I'm just going to stick with doing that. Oh, I got to switch my... That's why I can't see nothing. I don't have the right glasses on. The bus needs graffiti or Leaning Larry does? This is where it gets tricky because I may have trouble reading the... No, I can still see it. This one. Well, I drove bus for 10 years, and I don't know that I ever really saw any... No, I know one or two on the back. Somebody got the back of the bus. But for the size of city, number of buses, all that, like how easy it is to walk into some of those yards, I'm surprised there wasn't more. There you. Right in the ear. Oh, you gotta get up by his knees here. There we go. I'll just rip through some of these here. So the thing is, you get a fair bit of working time doing it this way. Definitely looks like super red when I'm putting it on. It's one of those things where you gotta trust the process. I think this is, I want to say office worker, bookworm, and gamer. And this is the kind of the nice part about this way is you can pretty much just I just stuck my finger in it. Son of a gun. You can smear it wherever you need to, and we're gonna go back and cover it with like the other paint, and you never know you missed. I guess you could do that if you're doing other methods also. Looks like a tornado here for a little bit, and then it all comes about. I move the camera, so now I really got to focus on working up and on the bench. Not, I always tend to like to work in my lap. Let's do this, fella. These ones I don't know the name. Ooh, yeah. It's a pretty big jump. And that's crazy because I think they're about $75 Canadian. This one's Larry. This is one of the guys from our Sunday night call. Yeah, looking good, Larry. Oh, there you go. Get back on there, you. Who's this guy? Paul Ellis. Is he from Sunday? Oh, there, Paul. See there. This one is Steve-O, I believe. Not me. Different one. Stay put, my boy. No, he's gonna give me a struggle. This is all painted up. Oh. All right, Tim. Thanks for stopping in. Good luck at the show again tomorrow. So, if anybody here, I think a lot of us are from the. We got a few. I think it's probably about half and half. But if anyone is going to the Port Hope show, stop in and see Tim. buddy. You're looking all right. And this is the one that needs a good seat on the bus. All right. This is all set. I think this is another Sunday night guy. JT. Okay. This one. Bobby. All right. We're going to set those two guys to the side. We go to this dude. I can't remember this one's name. Oh, son of a gun. I guess we made it to his stop on the bus and he jumped off. Diesel engineer. Okay. The hardest part is always right under their chin. Stay put, you little shit. Alright, he's set. I don't remember the name of this one. This is no, that's waiting for the bus. Is Ted with an eye patch this Ted? Because I know I have Ted the engineer. This dude got shorts on. Hey, buddy. Wait, who's Ted? This Ted. There's one Ted. Oh, what was it working on? Who did I have a hold of? This guy. Man. Oh, I gotta get his arm still. Oh, which Bobby is this one? Like I got a Kango head on. Yeah, he's got coffee. This is Bobby Hall. This is you, no? Yeah. Okay. Haha. This one here looks like many of people that slept on the bus. I had to have that one. Let me tell you, there's nothing worse than on the last trip having a sleeper. Right here. Right. See, this one is something about a newspaper, I think. Oh, Ted, you're slacking. in your spot. Is this fucker? I just sent him a message to Tom. Okay. Aha, I got one right. 1 for 8. Oh, Butch is down. Butch down. This is Butch Modeling, I think it's called. And this is Butch Eiler? Or is it a different Butch? I don't know any Butches. I know of a Butch. Stay there, Butch. All right. Bobby, you're in here still? Try here. All right. You're up next, buddy. Since you're here, you get to pick all your clothing out and whatever. Well, I'll try my best to get the coffee cup. JT drinking coffee too on these? I'm gonna have to go to this NERPM show one day. Mostly just because I think it's fun to say NERPM. Yep. Under there. There we go. Bam. All done with step one. Oh, you'll know when I'm going to make it because I'll just be saying nerp them for about 3 months. What are you doing this weekend? Nerp them! Oh, what happened to that guy? Kicked him in the nerp him. All right, let's go back through. I can go over there. I've really done this right in here. Now this brush is fairly. It's the stiffest one I could get a hold of at Michael's, and I've looked at hobby shops and all sorts of stuff. Like, just nobody's really got that kind of real. Yeah, that color actually turned out pretty good. Like a good stiff bristle. So up for a medium short. Once we pull it back off, here, let's turn that way. Nope, that's too high. You see that? Where's this freaking camera? Focus. Focus. Is it? I can't see. My glasses screw this all up. Marp them. Well, that sounds like a combo. We give them the nerping and the marp them. I can read the chat, but I can't really see. Well, the chat's fuzzy because of the glasses I'm wearing and how far away it is. So I can't see what you guys see worth a nerpum. That'll be my word of the night. So I apologize. I guess it's like free advertising, right? It'd be stuck in everybody's head and they're going to have to go. You can actually see Ray's face in this one, which is a nice change. This one's definitely a lot easier to paint than that other one. The camera where it was is pain rate and a nerpum. Where is nerpum? And then for that matter, where's marpum? Northeastern something? Yeah, Ray's looking pretty good. It's in Springfield. Isn't that where that big show is? The Who's what's it? Um, where's the Mid-Atlantic one? I don't have a passport right now, so I'd have to deal with that first, but it's minor. Freaking hands going numb, son of a bitch. Baltimore, all right. Springfield, Mass. What show was it? It was just the Amherst show. That's the same Springfield? And then they have a RPM in the same place? Hamilton, St. Jacobs, St. Jacobs. I'm thinking of St. Thomas. Where's St. Jacobs? What did I just do? This screen needs done. Another one of the Sunday boys. Looking good, my boy. There. So you off to the side. Who is? We'll do this guy in the back. I try to sort of do them the same order I put the oil on, just because I don't know. I don't know if it bites in after a little bit, but okay, this one. So that's a pretty good. Oh wait, where's the camera? It's down here. There's a pretty good example of how it sits in there. This guy's got pretty deep features on his face, so it's set in there nice. Sit down. Over in the corner. Now do this dude. You got a fancy haircut. I've had the same haircut since I was 11 years old. Which works out well because now I'm starting to lose my hair. So I've been preparing for it literally all my life. Ted, did the Cubs play today? Now I'm glad you aren't a Mets fan because I would have been sour about them taking Bichette. But I think the Jays just didn't offer him dick for money. Hold on, I gotta see if I can pop my earth. Yep, there goes. JT, you're up. Looking good, my man. Bam. Bobby, you're up. Yeah, Bobby's like looking in a mirror. Oh, it didn't focus. Come on, you. Did it focus? I can't see. Help me. Help me, please. That might have focused. Tommy, you're next. All right, Mr. Butch. Who fell? Man down. That was a sitter. Next week we will be back to the back alley kit. I haven't seen another RTS on my order. I think it's moved past the O'Hare hole where packages go to die. Butch, run in, hang out over here, have a seat. Oh, Butch fell over. So hopefully we'll be back into that. I have the week off this week, so keep an eye out because I may do some extra innings, as I call them. Oh, there was one more thing I got at the train show, which wasn't train related, but I had to get it. I guess it sort of relates to this since I'm a baseball guy and I named this after baseball stuff. I saw a set of uncut baseball cards from one of the years from when the Jays won the World Series. The guy only wanted $20, full sheet, uncut, printed both sides. My dad was this is the show that me and my dad go to every year because it's close to him. It's like 10 minutes, 20 minutes from his house, 15 minutes. It's one of those because it depends on the traffic, the weather, and how fast he feels like driving. Um, so I got that for him. He's been a Jays fan since the day they started. Was that the first game? He and I were at the game, or David Price's first game when we got him at the deadline. That was a cool, man, that was an experience for sure. Like, I've been in some loud buildings, like, I've been to some Leaf games. They're always pretty rowdy, like, score a goal, place goes nuts. But man, let me tell you, nothing I've ever experienced was like when Price walked out. Like, you could feel that stadium was flexing from the noise. It was incredible. And we didn't have tickets because he was traded. My dad had got the tickets prior to that, so it just so happened. Like, man, being there for something like that is pretty cool. I'm never going to spend the money to go to like some playoff type of deal. Sit at home, comfort fingers. I should have taken my own advice, Ted, and put a glove on. Looks like I got a wiping problem at this point. I can't. I couldn't fathom spending, $2,000 to go sit up in the 500s and watch somebody throw a pellet around. No, man, I'll sit at home. This is a good one. I like this. This is a good position for the bus. It's been many a time. And I've reminded people that fell asleep. They're on their way home from work or whatever the case is, and they, maybe they go almost the whole route to get to their stop. Oh, maybe she has been drinking. And they fall asleep. I never minded that, but man, when somebody got on my bus and they laid down and took a nap, I did not care for that because they've usually got their feet up on the seat, taking up 3 seats, some stupid shit like that. Just pissed me right off. Other people are there and they don't want somebody's 30 feet up on the seat or near them or whatever. Damn, did I get these two? He looks done. She's good. All right. I don't know if we'll do the robots tonight, but check these guys out. These things are cool. These will be up on the site, Dan. If I put them on the camera's in a different spot than last week, so I finally figured out where the camera was. These ones I just shot with a light gray to start. But I like having, I'm going to call them Easter eggs and stuff like that on the layout. So those are pretty good. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – So that would be for those robots, this email. Keep that card handy. Actually, here's another. I'm using the card, but I haven't shown it. Transformers. Like I'm gonna have to. I'll send you a message about these, but I think these will be my new transformer to use. They're like pretty much the exact size I like using. And did I do a live stream on the other module? I don't remember. But I'm off next week, as I was saying, and then I think the NERPM sidetracked me. I'm off next week to do a build. So I'm probably going to build a base plate for the back alley kit. So maybe we'll get into doing some of the telephone poles. Definitely do roadway. Might have to take a vote on whether we're going to do sidewalks or not. Back of the building, should there really be sidewalks? I don't know, man. That's a 50-50, but I really want to use a sidewalk, so that might make it a 60-40. Yep, that's all you're going to hear tomorrow, Ted. Nerp 'em this, nerp 'em that. What's that guy doing? I don't know. Flip him into nerp 'em. A fun word to say. All right. All right. I know Bobby's in here. What color? Let's start shirt. What color shirt you want? Or hat? What color hat? Feel like that's a black Kango. Purple. Purple Nerpum. All right. Good night, John. Thanks for hanging out. Blue hat. Light blue, dark blue, medium blue. Faded blue. Medium blue, medium blue. All right, let's see what we got for medium blue. I've got, these might be the two closest. Oh, wait, let's hit this. Flashback to Ted's stream. I have Rock Island Blue. If you want that, tell me. Where is it? Fuck. Damn it, Ted, you almost killed me. Where did I put it? Forget where it was. I wonder if it took a dive. right, scratch that. The Rock Island Blue has grown feet. Son of a gun. I know I bought it. Yeah, I can't find my Rock Island Blue, but I think I got medium blue and what's that one? Try this one. Okay, we got 4 blues. We got XF8, XF18. This is more of a gray blue. And then we've got these 2. This is close to Rock Island, isn't it? Red. All right, we got red. Got 2 reds to pick from. This matte red, that comes out like this color on right on this one. It's that red. Let's do matte red. It's a good red. Let's get rid of this one and these 3. Go up there. Polka dots. Red with blue polka dots. It's going to be this one. The focus is real right now. All right, there we go. What do you want to do for shirt? Black, yep. That's good. I'm not looking at your butt, I promise. I'm trying to see where the split in the shirt is. A little bit easier on this side. Pardon me. Oh, barking. I got an intense moment going here. This brush is starting to flare. Stay together, brush. There we go. You have your sleeves rolled up in this one, Bobby? That's what I'm seeing. Short sleeve, short sleeve. Gotcha. I have to switch back to use my vision aids for doing figures. Like, these glasses aren't bad, but they're not quite there, I don't think. Definitely starting to lose it. Looking sharp. What do you got for pants, Bobby? Jeans, gotcha. Jeans I can do. And what color shoes? Jeans I do. What are you this one? Be patient. Jeans are a two-step process for me. I sort of like dealing with the, call them tricky areas first. Like around hands, where I have to touch this up a bit. Where the shirt meets the pants, stuff like that. Then you can just kind of let her rip. No, rub it down. And a couple little spots here. It's okay because we're gonna do another dry brush over top of those. Give them a little bit of jean wear. Two off whites. Is this even the brush I'm supposed to be using? 2-0. Sorry, this is kind of the quiet part of the video. The focus is high. There we go. Oh, no, one more spot right there. Probably hold it. I'll hold you this way. What do you think, Bobby? You can just hang out there for a minute. And Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray. Remember you see any more khaki shorts? You want fade on the jeans or leave them brand new? Ted's got faded jeans on above you there. Faded? All right, I got you. Doing the underside of brim hats, you don't really try to push it right to the face because you're asking for a repaint. I like the detail on this one. All right, what you gonna get, Ray? I think Ray needs a blue shirt. Oh, I'm not painting laces. The closest I get is on Ted, I did give him a Cubs hat. That's about as good as I can do. Just like you'll never see one of my figures wearing socks. Unless they got knee highs, I guess. Pantyhose, maybe. Looked like he might have had a pin or a logo on his shirt there, I could see. Going around the arms is kind of like cutting in trim. As you kind of push the brush down. Am I even on camera? Not really. I'm still, I think I'd have that figured out by now. You kind of flatten your brush out and then come up into it. Like that. Just if you have the pressure on the brush, it's not gonna kick off. Never too worried about if there's like that little edge or like that very slight line when you get into like, I'm not on camera again, like on in by his arm here, because when we do that wash at the end, that's going to fill that in, which is kind of one of the purposes of it. Gets all the stuff you're not brave enough to get. Ray, hang out there for a minute. Tell you what, though, blue really nerpums the brush. Fishnets. I don't know that I'd want to try them. Or put fishnets on Ray. I'll probably do it. Just need a little bit of mesh. Got some of that stuff I make fences with. Wrap that around his leg. Gonna hit Ray with some shoes, and then we're gonna finish Mr. Bobby. These will work. No, they won't. You bugger. No, it's gravy. That was a scary pull. Yeah, like one of those beanbag deals like you use for shooting. What I need to do is lower my bench by about 6 inches so I'm not working at my shoulders. I made it this height because I wanted one of my rolling carts to go under it. And it didn't. So it's too high for no reason. I think I missed by like a 1/8 of an inch or something. That made me happy. It's like getting kicked in the NERPM. All right, Ray, into the dugout. Oh, I think I ran out of Monster. It's gone. Fade. Fade. Just a little there. To me, a paint we do not use. We did not use. What's going on here? Something has gone awry. Oh, there we go. Mario butter. One day I'm gonna have to get some sort of parental advisory thing for the beginning of my show, like what we used to get on CDs and records and stuff. See if I can do this right this time. Oh shit, I gotta get your coffee cup still. I don't know. That might be a toothpicker. How are you looking? More fade? Right amount of fade? Too much fade? All right. If you can hear me, can you turn the heat up? And please bring me some water. See if my prayers are answered. Coffee cup. Were you drinking Dunkin' Donuts? He's looking sharp. Bam, coffee in hand, Bobby. Watch out. Oh, by the powers of NERPM, water has been delivered. And the heat is up. NERPM has come through. All right, so one final step for Mr. Bobby and Mr. Ray Jr. I'm just gonna wipe this out because this shit's drying. I swear. Nope. For the amount of times I'm going to say nerp them tonight, I'm either going to get sued or sponsored. If it was a drinking game, you guys would all be sloshed and passed out at this point, I think. Bam. Done. Oh, you know what? I've never put a black shirt on anybody, so I really don't know how to handle that. Probably be a dry brush. Let's do wash first. Wrong one. That's the backup. And next order, the eye patch Ted will be in there. I'm going to see if Dan will make me a little pirate hat to stick on you. Oh, yeah, this one. Freaking got cold down here. Son of a gun. Freezing my nerpums off. This one. Oh, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Look out, old scale coming through. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be there in a minute. Son of a gun. Right in the nerpum. Alright. Yeah, the heat was down to 18 Canadian. So the basement was probably about, I don't know, 10 degrees or something. My feet are on the cement. I get the chills now. Goodness me. Once I do this, I'm probably going to have to go sit in the oven, thaw out my nurpums. Yeah, that's weird. The chills just hit me like crazy. I don't want coffee. I won't be able to sleep. Bobby's got coffee. And take his. Yeah, I had to run up to Nurpum real quick. What I should have said was, see how many times you guys can type Nurpum in the chat before I'm back. Like, I work outside when it's minus up to minus 25. I think once it hits minus 30, we're not allowed to work outside anymore. And I'm fine. Pardon me. Oh, maybe because I'm tired. It's way past my bedtime, which is why the what do you call it? The furnace drop, because it's one of those intelligent whatever thermostats. So it knows that I'm usually in bed. Yeah, like cold usually doesn't affect. Like I used to sleep middle of winter with my bedroom window open. Oh no, I forgot to paint Ray's controller. Oh no. It's okay. Lucky I didn't paint it like the wrong color or something. And luckily, if anything, yeah, I'm wearing flip flops, no socks, no nothing. 64. What's 64? 64 sounds warm. I could go for some 64 at the moment. $64 sounds like a summer vacation. Yeah, my feet are frozen. I don't remember if I said that already. All right, Ray, you're done, other than your controller. And I got to paint your drone that I mucked and fly it into the side of a building. Sorry, Ray. You're taking one for the comedic team. Is this Kango hat, Bobby? Bobby. If it is, I might try and put a little white logo on the back. But you'll have to see that tomorrow. Bam. Try. Drink water. Oh, good water. Straight from the taps of Nurpum. Baseball hat. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. I can't see with these glasses. You watch baseball, Bobby? Was it pretty? I'm a little worried if I get scanned now. I have all sorts of different hats on. Before I pick my tooth with the one with the paint on it. Helmet. See, now that would be a cool set to print. Like, I could only imagine how finicky it would be, but you could do like costume hats and stuff like that, so people can modify and dress up their figures however they want. Hey, can you make Ted have a peg leg and a pirate hat for that one with a patch? And a parrot on his shoulder. I feel like that would be a good one. Oddly enough, it would be like Steve the Pirate from what's that movie with Stiller and Vince Vaughn? Average Joe's. Okay, I'm officially putting in the request for Teddy the Pirate. I'll put you on the bus, maybe. You'd be like that lady that I used to have riding the bus that used to argue with herself in the window at night. She would ask herself if she bought ice cream, and then she'd say no, and then call herself some names that I'm pretty sure my video will get NERPM for. We'll wind it down here. Well, I guess last couple minutes I can show the other thing I've been working on. It doesn't necessarily exactly really fit what I do, but I don't care. I found a picture of it in Illinois. Burlington Northern is primarily there, so that's close enough for me. If you don't like it, I don't care. This is the third locomotive I've done. There's a couple pieces still to go on it, but this is the first one I've ever done with anything other than a little bit of powder. And it is a GP9 Mother and Slug with all the blinking lights. And you can only see one of them. There, that's top view. Let me find something to set them on. Ted was helping me get the roof a little bit more proper looking. This is mostly just airbrush, brush paint, and washes. Not on camera again. Come on, dude. Focus. You should have it by now. basically I found a bunch of prototype pictures and I just took my favorite parts from all of them. None of them had the roof like that, but I think the roof like that looks cool, so that's what I did. I did notice a lot of them had that number faded out. I think I saw this from Tim Garland. It's these little, like they're like a fiberglass brush. And I've remembered about that far too late in the process. That should be about the first thing you do. Because I wiped all the fading off, but the wash kind of cured that a little bit. And for the first time, I used Micromark liquid wax. Jeez, come on, bro. Liquid masking. Where's the camera? There it is. Did most of the underbody stuff on it, and it worked good. The only thing is, it murks your wipers. I have no wipers left on that unit. I'm gonna have to find some wipers. It absolutely dummied them. This little guy, it's hard to hold on to. There's no like gas tank on this, which is usually where I grab it from. I like rust, so got a lot of rust. So that will wrap it up for this week. Oh, it's got this cool thing on the end of it. I've never seen one of these on anything. It's almost like a bullnose front end, not a snowplow or a step. Kind of cool. Still got to do I got to build a set of couplers for it and figure out what hoses need to connect between the two of them. I do have some magnetic hoses that'll work for that. And I think that'll pretty much wrap it up right about at the 2-hour mark. I would say turn on notifications because I could be on at any point over the week because I'm off until next Monday, like a week from this Monday coming. So if I'm home, there's a good chance I might just jump on for a minute. I've got lots of figures to paint. I've got another box car to do I want it done by the end of the week because it's got to go to Ray to go to Sydney. And next week, I think we will be back to the alley skate kit. We're going to do something on it anyways. We've done figures twice in a row. I think we did the weathering one might have been the extra innings. I don't know. That will do it. Some of you I will see tomorrow night. Set your alarm, set your timers. And thank you all for hanging out. Remember, Ted is usually just before me at 9 o'clock on Saturdays. And I'll usually finish up, or I'll talk to him ahead of time. Hey, Floyd, how's it going? I'll usually talk to him ahead of time to see what's what because I don't really want to cross streams. And then we got Trackside Mike and Dundas James on Monday. Operating Crew Chat Tuesday. If you're not part of the ATLP crew, sign up. Great chat on Tuesdays. They also have on Thursday mornings, I think, for Australia. I'm usually on my way to work. Yeah, Floyd, you caught it right at the end. And then Thursday will be, this week is Go Veer, Go Home for GVO After Dark. And then I will see you guys. First will be in Ted's stream and then in mine. Take care, everybody. My mouse is broken. Thank you. Yeah, just finished those. Yeah, we don't want to cross streams. When that happens, you explode to nerp them. All right, take care, guys.